My name is Ethan Avery, and I work at Clean Air, and I'm an installer here.
I'm Brian. I live in Bellingham, Washington, and I'm with Clean Air Heating and Cooling.
I'm Tyla. I work for Clean Air. We're here in Bellingham.
My name is Ethan. I am an assistant operations manager here at Clean Air.
Josh Walton, technician for Clean Air in Bellingham.
My name is Sam. I work with Clean Air Heating and Cooling here out in Bellingham. My role here currently is a sales technician or primarily a maintenance technician. How long have I been with Clean Air? About 2 years now.
This is my 5th day.
Been here about 4 weeks now.
I'm pretty new here. I just moved up. This is my 2nd week.
It's been really great. For me, it's been a big learning curve. I stepped into a position that didn't have a lot of experience in, so it's been a lot of learning.
It's definitely been an experience for sure. I never worked anywhere like this place before.
For me, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, and I came across this opportunity without any experience. Colin and Danielle were willing to take a chance on me and give me a shot, and I've been just learning and doing the best I can.
I've always been somewhat mechanically inclined, and I haven't been afraid of any sort of tech at all. So I've always worked on computers and cars in my spare time just for fun. So this job scratches the itch, but also fulfills my needs on the financial end of things. It was a little bit more than I thought when I first joined, but now I don't think I'd do anything else.
Definitely have made more money here. I've learned a lot of new stuff here. It's been really interesting change.
It hasn't been super long since I've started here, but I've been able to get a little bit of a financial increase with this job as opposed to my past jobs, and so that's definitely helped, especially around the holidays. It's a small company, and it has that family feel to it, and which I love, and they've been really great about helping me progress with this as more of a one-on-one basis, and the guys have been great with training and everything like that.
I like the company. It's very family-oriented. It's like a small-knit family that we have here, so everybody gets along good and good communication. And
It's steady all the time. With HVAC, there's never no need for work. There's always work out there. And so for me, a lot of jobs would be like slow, so you'd be off half the week and working, to where here I can just have a steady paycheck for that.
Projects that would take me 4 years to do, some of them have gotten it done in a matter of months. And I've never worked with someone who has this much flexibility and who has been able to meet all of the needs that we have with my household. So it's been very, very amazing to be able to be a part of it.
Well, it definitely involves a lot of dedication to the job, lots of long hours, and lots of time spent learning with the company and learning this new trade. But it's definitely paying off, and definitely enjoying what I'm doing, and looking forward to the future.
Well, Danielle and Colin are a great support outside of the company. They're always involved and willing to help in any way that they can. So any of the support you would ever need, really.
From the very beginning all the way to now, even being 2 years into the trade, I still have the same amount of support that I did on day one, which is great.
I think that even employees who have moved on to other companies now, we're all still like a big old family here. We're generally just supportive of each other.
I would say definitely the biggest one is obviously got to be the SBU team. They've been incredible. I've had Scott call me when he's in the grocery store. I know the guy's not at his office, he's just dedicated. Or he'll just text me randomly, he's like, hey, thought of you, and all this other stuff. And the guy has just been so involved and interested.
I've had help from Scott at Cardone Ventures. I haven't dealt with him too much just because I'm new, but the times that I have talked to him, it has been really great and helpful.
I think that Scott's really just made communication here at Clean Air better than it's ever been. He's been great to have. He's been a super big asset, I think.
Seems like he's got some good ideas, and really that's what he's there for, is to help progress, my career and HVAC, and progress kind of where I want to go.
Whenever I get stressed out and have issues and I talk with him, he's been able to ease me through it, and he's helped me navigate through problems that I have.
I can tell the responses are genuine, the approach is genuine, he cares about his work, and he's made a massive impact. But that's probably the biggest avenue of support outside of our own just internal structure, our own small little team right now. That's the biggest one.
He allows you to think about things that are going on from an outside perspective. He's like a set of eyes outside looking in and is able just to provide you with feedback on what he sees and like maybe other ways of thinking about things that are going on.
With Scott, he's not here physically, so he's not here for the everyday, so he always sees it from a different perspective. And that's nice, because sometimes when you're in the midst of it, you only see one lane of view. When you're in the midst of all the chaos, problems, issues that you have to solve for a customer, having someone who sees it from a different perspective is always awesome.
I could definitely see every single person here who works with Scott or any other team member there being able to convey everything that you're thinking in a very concise manner that does not offend somebody, get under the skin, or get perceived the wrong way. There's a very important saying called, it's not what you say, it's what they hear, because we can have somebody, you say something very clearly and somebody could hear it a certain way or have selective hearing. There's a different type of language that if you adopt, it basically eradicates that entire thing.
First couple weeks have been great. Danielle worked with me a lot on my schedule because my previous job was at FedEx, and those hours varied just kind of based on whenever I got the job done, kind of like this job does. And so she was able to work with me on a time to get the interview in and be patient with my schedule, which was awesome. And then Danielle's got a great format for how she wants to go about the onboarding process and make sure that you feel comfortable in everything you're doing. And then once I got into the job, again, like everyone's been great here and helping me get up to speed, and still got a lot of the learning left to do, but I'm working my way up.
It started off with a Zoom meeting with Danielle. They pretty much knew that day that they wanted me, and I pretty much knew that day that I wanted to work here. It sounded more like a family environment, which is kind of what I'm used to. I don't like the big companies that are, it's been good. It was like family environment here. It was actually really smooth. They wanted to talk to my other references, which I know all the owners that I've worked with. I've always tried to work at the smaller company because it's like a family, and I never burned any bridges with them, so it was always good for networking. So when I had to hit them up to let them know that they want to talk, they said that I had amazing references and they gave me a job on the spot.
For me, it's been really awesome. Like I said before, it's a more stressful environment than where I was working before, but I love being in that kind of crazy chaos. It's fun for me, even though it can be stressful with customers wanting heat when it's freezing out.
Since picking up the trade, I've been able to work and diagnose on virtually anything. I know HVAC is typically just furnaces, AC, anything connected to a duct system, but I've also been able to diagnose a bad stove or a bad dryer or diagnose a bad board on a computer and things like that. So although it's a skill set that you think might be somewhat niche but very useful, it actually applies to a lot of things in your life that you wouldn't even consider.
I just appreciate the opportunity to take on me and give someone who has no experience a chance to come and improve themselves.
We do a lot of good work all over Sandings.
There's a lot of stuff to learn, and it may take a while, but you definitely learn everything you need to know here.
It's been great.